Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yes, it's Petrus, Frankie Two Socks, and your favorite beach, Pardette, here at Ingwe Beach. And the people caught some beautiful. Now, I'm not going to say they caught it on spoon or anything, what they caught or anything. You guys must come and find out yourself. Look how Mapelon head, Mapelon dune is shrouded in mist this morning. Is jy bly? Is jy bly? Wide angle doesn't work this morning. For those who's going to launch this morning, remember to pack your scrutums and make sure that your pronouns are sorted. It's not going to be an easy launch. Pardette, kom. Jy is tokkie. Sy 'n bietjie groot vir jou. Raak jy tande nou oud. Jy het net 9 geword hierdie jaar. Jy's nog 'n spring chicken. All the debris from the estuary mouth has been pushed north onto the north beaches. Gonna make it very unpleasant to fish here at Ingwe. Guys will have to seek a little bit further north towards Jabula or maybe above the Bain Beach. Now, the only thing that we did wrong as Generation X is we complained about this debris on the beaches. This was pollution to us because it tangled and we couldn't lie on the beaches and we couldn't. It's a lot of things we couldn't do. We wanted clean, open, wide open golden beaches. Now this is the reason why the fishing went dead. It's because we removed this base bottom food source from the system. Because this is phytoplankton and it feeds on that. While it's feeding, it's turning it into carbonated sandstone rock that it doesn't break down into its original molecules. Now, you guys can't see it in this light. The camera doesn't do it justice, but this water is a fluorescent ocean green. It means that phytoplankton is working. Oh my Woo! That would have been a deep mistake. Look at that wall of water I would have been trapped in. Oh my goodness. And then gravity nearly worked against me. I nearly didn't make it out of it. So that watercolor that we see there just before the waves chased me away, having fun with me, laughing at me, is because of phytoplankton production. The planet is breathing. The planet is breathing. And there's the evidence. So I've been watching BBC this morning, and then I presume this happens in the UK, that sewage is being dumped into the rivers and the oceans by private companies. Now those guys has got engineers and ecologists working for them. Now I'm asking myself, what do they know that we don't know, that they take all this sewage and dump it into the ocean? I think there's a logical reason behind that. If anything, there's something in the chemicals that they treat the sewage plant with. If not, then they know something about nitrogen and protein starvation of the oceans that we don't. But of course I can't think that the sane adult educated person will poison the oceans and the rivers deliberately. Doesn't make sense. Absolute exquisite, fantastic, beautiful sunrise here. Soos julle ouens kan sien, now you guys are going to have to listen to the same story twice. That is St Lucia Beach channel, and even on spring tide, high tide, very little marine water came into the system. It did, however, get into the system, I must admit, because of the outgoing tide, the outgoing water flow there at the estuary mouth. This is the estuary we're looking at. It turns sharp onto this mud banks, and the marine water retention is right here on the mud banks. Now if we could agitate that with a water cannon and cut more deeper into it, we would have had a beautiful bay, estuary bay, doing the ski boat club and the sandbank. But now what we're leaving this to do is we're leaving it for sand to wash in. And the young scientists say, no, they're observing. Bullshit! You're observing from your office seat, watching my videos. You're not here measuring like the old people, the old scientists with a yardstick and a sextant. You're not doing fuck all measuring. You're observing. Ja, ek word kwaad as ek met daai jong mense praat. Anyway, let's pan around this way and get it on the big camera to show that there's the dirty water already running out. The tide is barely turned. The ocean water barely reached. And it's spring high today, the ocean water barely reached the estuary. Barely reached the estuary. Now a lot of people want this peninsula to be cut away, but it's not happening at the moment. I just want to bring it under the attention of the observing scientists that all that's happening to this peninsula is being washed into that basin over there. That's all that's happening. It's not migrating to the north, it's migrating to the west. Since you guys want to observe and then come and research, that is the observation that you've got for today from our videos. And if I were you guys, I would have been very fucking scared. I would have been shitting in my pants right now if I see all the sediment that's washing onto the bentonite mud. Yes guys, you can call me Bentonite Bob, I don't give a flying hell about it. But come down to the estuary mouth, come and experience on a daily basis and see what's happening. Don't just observe it from your offices. Beautiful watercolors here at Ingwe. No reeds in the water whatsoever. Just a far lip to get over. I would call it a low tide fishing beach. So if you guys want to fish Ingwe low tide, I don't know what this is going to be this weekend. Weekend is going to be towards deep tide. There's a little bit of a side wash going from north to south at the moment.